The shadows are near, tales of the lost and haunted, we're here.
Welcome back to Tales of the Lost and Haunted. Yes, we've been a little ghostly ourselves lately, vanishing from our feed like a shadow in the night. Life got a little haunted. My son was finishing up school, which felt like its own kind of horror movie. Work and business crept in like an unwelcome spirit, and on top of it, I've been trying to summon my son in to help him narrate more episodes, but apparently his weekend schedule was booked solid, with games, snacks, and soon becoming an 8-year-old legend. But at last, the stars have aligned, the spirits have approved, and we're back. And trust me, you won't want to miss what we've conjured up for you this time and the next few episodes.
I'll take a picture of where we are.
Gotta record where we are.
Okay. On a quiet square of grass just outside Raleigh's bustling downtown stands a home that has refused to move, refused to forget. Built in 1785 by Joel Lane, the man often called the father of Raleigh. This house was meant to be a gift for his son Henry, but as generations passed and the city built itself around it, the home remained rooted, as if the past still had something left to say.
When Henry Lane died, the home was passed to Moses Mordecai by way of marriage to Margaret Lane. The name changed, but the stories only deepened. This house would go on to shelter 5 generations of Mordecai family members, and some believe it still does. Where modern homes are torn down and rebuilt, this one stood still for nearly 250 years. It once anchored one of the largest plantations in the area. Over 100 enslaved individuals lived and labored on these grounds, and inside, thousands of artifacts remain untouched by time. It is a home not just frozen in history, but haunted by it.
The most famous spirit said to roam in the Mordecai House is the woman in gray. She's often seen gliding down the central stairwell, appearing by the piano or looking out from the second-floor balcony. Many believe she is Mary Willis Mordecai, the last matriarch to live in the house. She cared for it in life and may still be doing so in death. Guests have reported the twinkling of piano keys, though some skeptics say it's only the rumble of a passing train. Others disagree. They've heard footsteps upstairs when no one else is home. Some have captured unexplained voices, one whispering urgently, "Get up." One investigator claims to have heard what sounded like someone collapsing to their knees, then to the floor, followed by a disembodied voice. The sound wasn't just recorded. He heard it with his own ears. The staircase has stirred strong emotions in many visitors. One paranormal investigator, unaware of the home's deeper history, began to climb the stairs only to be overwhelmed with the intense grief. She stopped just before reaching a room where, it turns out, a death had occurred years before.
Were you afraid to look by yourself?
No.
So look.
No. I'm scared.
Beyond the main house, Mordecai Historic Park includes other buildings from Raleigh's past, including the birthplace of President Andrew Johnson. Even here, something lingers. During one investigation, a recording captured the unmistakable sound of a young girl humming softly, though no child was there. Old portraits still line the walls of the Mordecai house, faded eyes that seem to follow you as you pass. One photograph is rumored to fly from the shelf if a guest speaks ill of the family. Is it coincidence or the home protecting its own? Perhaps these spirits remain because, unlike today, a home wasn't just a structure. It was part of the family, passed down like a name, and in this house that connection was never broken. But the house also carries a heavier legacy. Mordecai was once a plantation, built on the lives and labor of those enslaved. Today the site works to share those untold stories, so the history isn't only remembered through whispers in the halls, but in truth and reconciliation. So if you visit the Mordecai House, be respectful. You're not just walking through a museum. You're stepping through generations of love, loss, silence, and memory. And if you hear a piano play itself or feel the air change on the stairs, don't worry. It might just be Mary making sure her home is still in order.
You found your way back to the Tales of the Lost and Haunted, where history echoes and spirits linger just beyond the veil.